I'm right there waiting, or greeting the people when they come in to go on the show. And as we brought these different people in, there was a common theme within those three people about we oughta. And I'm gonna. And in doing these different things, it all seemed to connect with the kids and the importance of them being in school. As Moody put it, I'd rather they graduate from Apostle School than, because if they don't, then typically they come to my school, and that's not really where we want our kids. No. We want our kids out there in productive, happy lives. So that's how we got together. I called a meeting together, and we started talking about it. Well, needless to say, small community, people find out about this, and there's several different efforts, mainly involved with bricks and mortar. And so we typically said, nah, we're not going to do the bricks and mortar. We were really interested in getting something started relatively quickly for the kids, and an after-school program or something to that effect. Well, then comes the bricks and mortar people, Jackie McAlevey and Brad Miller, to say, okay, what the heck are you guys doing? And anyway, it was a good compliment, because once again, it added more interest, and it also added a different insight. And that's why I asked to be on today, Jeff. We know that graduation matters, and we think that kids graduating mean they're going to go on to college and stuff like that. And that's true in a lot of the cases, but not in all of those cases, because some kids just aren't cut out for that. They're more into visual and hands-on type stuff. So the second part of our graduation matters is a matter of ready for life. And part of that ready for life means that once they get their basics, that they get in high school and graduate and have that accomplishment, they may go on to a trade school. They may go on to a vocational school. And some of them might even be entrepreneurs that start up their own thing. Heaven forbid, we know that's happened, because sometimes college isn't for everyone. And we have lots of examples of that. And also, Dr. Apostle has been asking the community leaders to, and actually did a partnership already with the hospital about setting up academies within the school. And these academies are to give the kids a glimpse into that profession or whatever, along with some education and instruction. It's the hospital, of course, a medical academy. You know, what does that really look like? What is it? That's evolving. But the hospital is on board. They see the importance of that. So there's a whole lot more to graduation matters than just going to school and talking about it. It's also that community involvement. You get more involvement as you get people jazzed about graduation, about high school and whatnot, and the importance of school. And we've always used sports to do that. And which brings us to the Pride Night and the fact that we need to be proud of our school, of our students, of ourselves. I was driving in this morning, and the Day of Caring and all the cleanup that has happened on the entryway into Shelton. It's you look around and you go, there's something a little bit different there. There's not the trash and the litter and whatnot. Sure, it'll get that way if we don't maintain a constancy of purpose. But I think we got enough people in this community that we've probably got our eyes opened a little bit and realize how it takes action. Action to do anything about it. And this is the same thing with the Pride Night. It takes some action. Let's kick the year off, recognize those things we have to celebrate, and believe me, Apostle is ready. He's got his little cheerleading outfit on, and he's ready to lead the crowd in his cheer for the school and for the sports and whatnot. And this isn't about one or two kids. This is about all the kids. It's not about just the kids. It's about the families, because we all know how important families are to the kids, and we all know that not everyone has a family. especially a supportive family. So if we can get some of that from school, I take my own experience. I was one of 4. I was the 3rd child, and I was the only one to have graduated from high school. I didn't go on and graduate from college, but what made the difference, my parents didn't realize the importance of graduation and whatnot. Just go to school, that's what the law says you have to do. What made the difference was the teachers in school that subtly, not demandingly, made a difference and shared some insight to the need to graduate, and also to the need to go investigate those things that you're unaware of, not sure of. My high school English teacher said I wasn't planning on going to college at all. I was going to go right to work, which I did. I'd always been working through high school. But she said, just for curiosity, you need to go take a couple quarters of college classes just to see what it's like, so that you have that in your mind, so you understand and make a choice of what you're missing or what you're going to pursue.
Yeah.
And, I cherish that. But to her, it was kind of a nonchalant, and she was sincere in what she said, but she said it to everybody. And so we don't realize how those little actions, even ours, we don't have to be teachers. We have to, if we're community leaders in that, our behaviors and role model and attention to kids make a big difference. And we can really get engaged in that.
Did your brothers and sisters who did not graduate high school, did they have kids who graduated from high school?
No, not at all.
They did not have kids, or they didn't go to high school?
Yeah, all of them. No, they had kids, but they didn't go.
They didn't graduate.
My brother had, I think a couple of his children did. Huh. But
you have kids, and they went to high school.
Right, and they graduated, and my daughter graduated from college and whatnot. My son didn't. But like I said, it's not for everybody.
Right.
And he's working for Yahoo, has for quite some time, and, very computer literate and much beyond my means. So it doesn't have to be a cookie cutter thing. Kids aren't cookie cutters. We just have to realize that they're kids, they need role models, they need attention, and they need parents. And neighbors. Neighbors have certainly played a role in different kids' lives. We just don't know how important it is, so we just have to kind of, I don't want to say be on your guard, but you have to around kids, because you never know what's going to make a difference to them.
Yeah.
I have a niece who, I've never was really close with on my husband's side, and she is just gaga over me. She's now 45 or whatever, but at one time back in the 60s, when we had the vest with the little thingy bobs and on it, I gave her one of mine. It was something, and she remembers that moment.
Yeah.
You just do not know.
It's amazing what they'll take. Right. Any kind of just off remark too.
Right. And they pick up a lot from the parents, and if you don't care and you don't have values, don't expect them to.
Yeah.
And I think that's what's really the saddest, especially when we get into generational poverty, or some people call it bad luck. Some people, it's a matter of your actions and the situations you get in. Certainly, our community suffers a lot from drug abuse and whatnot, and we have huge efforts going forward to try to influence the kids and also to engage the community leaders. So, I just see a great breath of fresh air coming into our area. Apostle and Moody, I think that Brian Wheaton, a Shelton grad, coming back, caring about the community, will, and it's a caring. He's got a lot to learn, but, if you don't care, then why should anybody else?
Thanks, Jerry. It's nice to talk with you this morning. And we've got 7 o'clock coming up here at KMAS Shelton.
Smauer, CNBC Business Radio. Stocks are higher.